Hello students, this is Pratibha, proprietor of Chalukya Academy. This is the second part of a number system. In this session, we are going to see a very important topic, that is types of number. Now this topic or the type of numbers, the questions related to rational numbers, irrational numbers, whole number, natural number will be asked in a chapter of 8th, 9th and 10th standard mathematics. So please take this topic seriously. Okay, so let's start with the classification of number over here. Now number is classified into two types, real number and imaginary number. Okay, imaginary number is not there in your syllabus. You will have to learn only real number. So let's begin with the real number here. Now real number is classified into two types, rational number and irrational number. Rational number is again classified into integers and fraction. Integers is further divided into two types, whole number and negative numbers, and whole number is divided into two types, natural number and positive number. So here in this session we are going to see each and every type of number, each and every type of number, and we are going to take the examples as well. So this is the flow chart which I have given you just to get a revision at a glance. Okay, so this is very important flow chart. Now we will see what do you mean by real number. Real number is any positive or negative number. This includes integers, all rational and irrational numbers. Okay, so positive and negative number means what? Minus 1.5 is a negative number, or we can take 2.5, or we can take 3, or we can take minus 3. Okay, we can take here 1 by 5. Okay, it is again a real number. We can take 5 by 2, it is again a real number. Square root of 2, it is again a real number. Pi is also a real number, because real number includes all. So here real number includes integers, rational numbers and irrational numbers. Okay, so now let's start with the rational numbers. What do you mean by rational numbers? Numbers which can be expressed in the form of P upon Q, where P and Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0. Q is not equal to 0 means Q is the denominator. So denominator should not be 0, otherwise that number will not be valid. Okay, so Q should have a number other than 0. So here we have taken the example here, 1 by 8 minus 8 by 5, 0, because 0 by 1 we can write, but we cannot write 1 by 0. So this is not a rational number. This is a rational number where Q is not equal to 0. Therefore 0 is a rational number. 7 is again a rational number. Now you can say that 7 is not written in P upon Q, that is in the form of a fraction or in the form of numerator or denominator. But dear students, 7 we can write in this way, 7 upon 1. That means we can write in the form of P upon Q. So that's why 7 is also a rational number. So we can take 2 is also a rational number over here. Okay, now this is again 4, 2 by 3. This is a mixed fraction. So mixed fraction is again a rational number, because we can convert this mixed fraction into simple fraction. How? We can multiply 3 by 4, that is 4 into 3, that is 12. Now 12 will be added into 2, that is 14. So 14 upon 3. So here I have converted mixed fraction into simple fraction, which is in the form of P upon Q. Okay, that's why this is again a rational number. That's why this is again what? A rational number. So what do you mean by rational numbers? Numbers which can be expressed in the form P upon Q, where P and Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0, or are called rational numbers. Okay, now next start with the irrational numbers. What do you mean by irrational numbers? The numbers which can be expressed in a decimal would be non-terminating and non-repeating form. Dear students, this is very, very important, non-terminating and non-repeating form. So let's understand what do you mean by non-terminating and non-repeating form. Okay, so just we will concentrate over here. Now when we take an example of square root of 2, and when we take square root of 2 in a decimal form, decimal, that is 1.414, you can see that what is the value of square root of 2? 1.414213564. This is non-ending. It means you will never get remainder while division method. You will never get remainder 0. So after 4 also you will find the digits. Okay, but we are ending up with here. It means you will never get remainder 0 and you keep on getting digits continuously. That's why it is called what? Non-terminating. Terminating matlab end. There is no end. So non-terminating matlab there is no end. You will never get remainder 0 in this case. Next is non-repeating. You can see here we never get digits repeatedly. That is, after 4 you will get 1, after 1 you will get 4, after 4 you will get 2, after 2 you will get 1. Okay, means if I am taking an example here, 1 by 3, if I am dividing 1 by 3, I will get the answer 0.33333, so on. So this is non-terminating. It means when I am dividing 1 by 3, I never get remainder 0. I keep on getting the answer 3333. That means this is non-terminating. Okay, but this is not a non-repeating. That means this is a repeating form. That means digit 3 is repeating continuously. Okay, but in this case 4 is not repeating exactly after 4. That means after 4 you will get 1, then 4, after 4 you will get 2, 1. That means in 1 by 3 you are continuously getting only one digit, 3 3 3 3 3 continuously. So though it is non-terminating, but it is repeating. So this is not a irrational number. This is irrational number because in irrational number 2 conditions should be fulfilled. One, it should be non-terminating. That means remainder should not be 0 or you will get a continuous number over here. And second important condition is non-repeating. That means none of the digits should repeat continuously. Okay, so here we are not getting a single digit repeatedly. That's why square root 2 is irrational number. Okay, now next is square root of 11. Again, when you are taking a exact value of square root of 11, again it is non-terminating. That means after this digit 4, again you are getting a digits continuously and you will never get remainder 0. So again this is what? This is non-terminating and non-repeating. Next, which is very important example, always the students get confused whenever they ask pi, whether pi is irrational or rational. Most of the time you are writing a rational number, which is wrong. Always keep this in mind till 12th standard of your mathematics. Pi is always irrational number because pi, the value of pi is what? 22 by 7. So when you are dividing 22 by 7, you will again never get remainder 0 and you are getting non-terminating and non-repeating decimal. Okay, so we always write in physics, in chemistry, we are taking the pi value 3.14, but this is a rounded figure. Okay, whenever we are using in maths also, in geometry, in chemistry, in physics, we always take 3.14. This is a rounded figure. This is not an exact number. So this is the exact number. So when you are taking here, this is a non-repeating and non-terminating. So pi is irrational number. So this is very, very important. Okay. Now next we will go here, integers. Okay. So what do you mean by integers? Integer is a number which can be written without a fractional component. Means it should not be like this 1.5. It should not be like this 0.025. These are not integers. Integers means we should get always whole numbers. Okay, you should write either in a whole numbers or positive numbers and negative numbers. So integer means what? Negative number, 0 and positive number. So this is a combination of what? Negative number, 0 and positive number. So all together it is called what? Integers. Okay, so this is whole is called what? Integers. So integer is a number which can be which can be written without a fractional component. Integers consist of the whole number and negative numbers. Now why I am writing that it consists of a whole number and negative numbers? Dear, what do you mean by whole numbers? Whole numbers, the counting numbers which is starting from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Okay, so when we are talking about whole number, so this is the part of whole number. So whole number contains 0 and positive numbers. Okay, and what we said, integers are positive, 0 and negative. So we are taking whole number and we are taking negative number. So you can see here, when I am taking here whole number, so when I am taking here whole number, it includes 0, okay, and negative numbers. So togetherly will give you what? Integers. So integers consist of what? Whole number and negative numbers. Okay, next, here see what do you mean by whole numbers. So whole numbers are the integers which contain 0 and positive integers but no fraction. That means you should not write 2.5, 0.05 or 1.599 or 0.333. No. So whole number means 2. We can say like here, we can take 2, we can take 3, we can take 11, we can take 153, we can take 1000. So these all are what? Whole numbers. Okay, so and positive numbers, we cannot take negative numbers. Now natural number. Natural number means what? The natural numbers are the integers starting at 1 and includes all the whole numbers. So here dear, I have written here natural number starts with what? Number 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whole number starts with 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on. And integers means what? Again we are repeating here, integers are what? Negative numbers, okay, 0 and positive numbers. What do you mean by whole numbers? Whole numbers means what? Start with 0 and 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. What do you mean by natural numbers? Natural numbers are starting from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on. Okay, so here I have given you the number line so you can understand better. So next, here I have given you the types of real number in the form of set, because you know that in 8th standard, in 9th standard also you will be having the chapter set. Okay, in this case you have to write a set builder form, you have to write the sets of a real number, you have to write the sets of natural number, you have to write the sets of a whole number, you have to write the set of integers. So in these kind of chapters most of the students are getting confused. That's why I have given you this chart. This chart is very helpful. So here I have given you in the form of set. So we know first is a real system. So in a real system, this is a whole set. So in the real system, rational number is also there, integer is also there, whole number is also there, and natural numbers are also there. So all these numbers are present in what? Real numbers. Okay, now we know real number is divided into what? 2 types. Real number is divided into 2 types, that is rational numbers and irrational numbers. So you can see here I have given here the different set, okay, which is not present in this set. So this set is different and this set is different. So this is the set of what? This is a set of rational numbers and this is a set of irrational number. So real number mein we are having a 2 sets. Okay, one is irrational numbers and other is rational numbers. Okay, again when you are talking about a rational number, so rational numbers again consist of 3 parts: integers, whole numbers and natural numbers. So you can see all these 3 are present in the rational number set. Pura is round mein hai. Okay, next when you are going for integers, so see the integers set of integers. So set of integers consist of whole numbers and natural numbers. Then when we go for a set of whole numbers, you can see set of whole numbers contains 0 and natural number, and natural number is the last set. That means here we can say that natural number belongs to real number, natural number belongs to rational numbers, natural number belongs to integers, rational number belongs to whole number. Okay, but rational number does not belong to irrational number because this is totally different set. Okay, so rational number belongs to what? Rational number belongs to real number. but it is not belong to integers. Okay, I hope you can understand this. So that's why I have given you the set. See, again here I have given you a different form. Again, this chart will help you to do the numericals in case of mathematics, that is a chapter set, and as well as there are chapters rational numbers in 8th as well as in 9th. Therefore this chart will definitely very helpful for you. So again you can see here, this is the whole set. Okay, this is the whole set of real number. Again, it is real number consists of what? Rational numbers and irrational number. You can see this is a separate set. Okay, and in the rational number set, you can see integers, whole numbers, natural numbers. Okay, again I am repeating here, integers consist of whole numbers and natural numbers. Whole number consists of natural numbers only. Okay, so this chart will definitely help you out. Okay, so here we have seen the types of real numbers and how it will be useful for your chapters like rational number sets in 8th and 9th standard ICSE as well as IGCSE. I hope you have understood this video and have a good day.